welcome to the Silly Story Club. Hey kids, welcome to a world where stories are fun, magical, and sometimes a little silly. Have you ever dreamed of a place where you could eat only sweets all day long? No vegetables, no boring food, just chocolates, cakes, candies, and ice cream forever. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, what if that dream turned into a real city? Today, the Silly Story Club brings you a super fun and sugary adventure. A story about a magical city where everyone eats sweets and nothing else. But wait, is it really as perfect as it sounds? Let's find out together. In a distant land, beyond crystal mountains and glowing rivers, there stood a magical place called Sugarhaven, the city of sweetness. In this city, everything was made of sweets, and everyone ate sweets. Only sweets. The houses were built from soft vanilla cake, layered with creamy frosting. Windows were made of golden caramel glass, and the roads were paved with smooth chocolate tiles. At night, glowing lollipop lamps lit up the streets. Trees grew candy canes for branches, gumdrop leaves, and fruits that looked like syrup-filled donuts. It looked like a dream. Every morning, people woke up and brushed their teeth with bubblegum paste. For breakfast, they enjoyed fluffy pancakes covered in maple syrup, colorful cupcakes, and chocolate-filled croissants. Lunch, sweet pies and glazed donuts. Dinner, ice cream, candy bars, and more pastries. No vegetables, no fruits, no balanced meals, just sweets. In Sugarhaven lived a boy named Ethan. Unlike everyone else, Ethan was curious. While others happily ate sweets all day, Ethan often wondered, is this really all there is to eat? One afternoon, while wandering near the edge of the city, Ethan discovered something unusual. Instead of the familiar candy streets and chocolate buildings, he found an entirely different city, one where no sweets existed at all. Everywhere he looked, there were green plants, real plants, with leaves, stems, and vibrant colors he had never seen before. The air felt fresh, and the ground was covered with soft grass instead of sugary tiles. As he stepped further in, Ethan noticed something even more surprising. People were jogging in a garden, moving quickly and freely. Children were playing happily, laughing, running, and shouting with joy. There were swings and slides, and some kids were playing cricket with a bat and ball. Everything felt so alive and different from his own city. Ethan stood there, completely mesmerized. He watched as children talked, laughed, and played together. Their energy amazed him. Curious, he walked a little further. He saw houses made of wood, bricks, and other strong materials. They looked simple but sturdy, nothing like the soft, sugary houses he was used to. He couldn't believe a place like this could exist. In his city, everything was made of sweets. Here, he saw cars, buses, and motorcycles moving along proper roads. People were working in shops, garages, and offices. Life seemed busy but organized. Ethan began to like this place. The people looked healthy and fit. They were eating different kinds of food, not just sweets. As he slowly walked back toward the path he had come from, he again noticed the green plants lining the way. This time, they didn't feel strange. They felt important. For the first time in his life, Ethan realized that there was a whole different world beyond sweetness, and he couldn't stop thinking about it. The next day, Ethan returned to Sugarhaven, but everything felt different now. He noticed how tired people looked. Children were slower, and many adults complained about toothaches and weakness. Then came the biggest event of the year, the festival of endless sugar. Mountains of candy were stacked high. Rivers of syrup flowed through the streets. Everyone gathered to eat as much as they could. But during the celebration, something went wrong. People started feeling dizzy. Some collapsed. Even the king struggled to stand. The joyful festival turned silent. Ethan stepped forward, gathering courage. Your Majesty, I think I know why this is happening. The crowd whispered, unsure. But the king, weak yet wise, said, Speak, child. Ethan told them about the other city, the gardens, the healthy people, the different food, and how it made him feel better just by being there. At first, people doubted him, but seeing their condition, the king decided to try. Take me there, he said. Ethan guided a group to the edge of Sugarhaven. They crossed into the other city and saw everything with their own eyes. The greenery, the active people, the balanced life. They brought back fresh vegetables and fruits. The royal chefs prepared simple meals. The king took the first bite. He paused, surprised. This tastes different, but I feel lighter. One by one, others tried it too. Days turned into weeks. Slowly, Sugarhaven began to change. Gardens were planted across the city. People started growing fresh vegetables and fruits alongside their sweet trees. Meals became balanced. Sweets were no longer the only choice. They became something special to enjoy once in a while. But the biggest change was not just in food. People began to learn new habits from the other city. Every morning, they started walking and jogging in parks. Children spent more time outdoors, playing games, running, laughing, and enjoying swings and slides instead of sitting and eating sweets all day. Playgrounds were built, open spaces replaced some of the candy streets. Kids played cricket, rode bicycles, and stayed active. Even adults joined in. Some exercised, some worked in gardens, and others started new kinds of jobs like building, repairing, and creating things that lasted longer than sugar. The city slowly transformed. People became stronger, healthier, and happier. Their energy returned. Their smiles felt real, not just sugar-filled, but full of life. Sugarhaven was still sweet, but now it was balanced. And Ethan, he became the reason for this beautiful change. Not because he told people to stop loving sweets, but because he showed them a better way to live. They didn't just change what they ate, they changed how they lived. And that made all the difference.